Hello to everyone. My name is Pablo Hernandez-Cruz, and I'm a PhD student of the NEDIC research group of the University of the Basque Country. I'm going to start the presentation about the BEB 18 project, guaranteeing a minimum temperature of 18 degrees in low-income dwellings. This is a project, an initiative of the Alokabide, the social housing public manager of the Basque Country. So this is the index of the presentation. I'll start with an overview of the project, then I'll explain how this measure will be implemented. Later, I'll explain a specific case study that it's being developed, and finally some conclusions and steps and features. The Basque Country is an autonomous community located at the north of Spain, and where the co-official language is the Euskera, so BEB means Bero eta erosotasuna bermatuta, which literally means warmth and comfort guaranteed. So in this area, the Basque Country, the social housing public manager is Alokabide, and this public institution manages over around 15,000 of dwellings. So this makes this public institution one of the greatest social housing building stocks of Spain. We all have this relation between social housing and low incomes, which at the end means cold homes and low greenhouse gases emissions. So in order to tackle this situation, this public institution, Alokabide, and the Basque Country government has started a project which is called Zero CO2 Plana, which consists on the refurbishment of the social housing stock and reinvention of the management model. This initiative is answering some of the European Energy Performance Buildings directives and other directives at national and autonomic level. So how will this project change the management model? So till now, the conventional energy management model of heating and domestic hot water consists of a fixed term, which is related to the energy supply and installations maintenance, plus a variable term which is directly dependent of the energy consumption of the dwellings. So if we are talking about low-income dwellings, this means that these dwellings have a really low energy consumption, which at the end means cold homes or energy poverty. So the new Alokabide energy management model about heating and domestic hot water will consist of a fixed term, which will be modified in order to contain the energy supply and installation maintenance, plus the energy to ensure a minimum of 18 degrees in each of the dwellings of the building. So this energy will be, the price of the cost of this energy will be included on this fixed term, and plus a variable term that will depend on the energy consumption over 18 degrees in each of the dwellings. So if a tenant is able to have his home at more than 18 degrees, it will be at their expenses. So here we have a short example. For example, in this of a specific dwelling of Alokabide, so where this tenant has chosen with its BMS system to be some parts of the day at more than 18 degrees and some other parts are at less. So now what we will have is that the energy till 18 degrees old will be assured by Alokabide, and the energy above 18 degrees old will be at the owner's or tenant's expenses. So this is a specific case study that is being developed by the NEDIC research group, and this is a real building managed by Alokabide, which is located at the capital of the Basque Country, Vitoria-Gasteiz, and this building is being completely monitored. We have the energy consumption of the dwellings and the indoor conditions. So after the detailed analysis of the consumptions and indoor conditions, we have found that a high number of homes live under 17 degrees. So over or around a 53% in cold season and 29% in mild season. Plus, this building, which consists of which is a centralized installation, is really inefficient because due to the low consumption of the users, all of the energy that is being burned at the heaters are lost in distribution. Over around 60% of the energy is lost in distribution. So we have done a simulation calibrated using the monitoring data, and what we have found is that we think if we implement the BB18 case simulated building, we will assure that none of the homes will be under 18 degrees so no, there won't be cold homes, and we will only have an increment of a 4% in the heating consumption. So the increasement of greenhouse gases emissions is insignificant versus the achievement of comfort and the depletion of energy poverty with this measure. Besides, because of the energy now is being used by the tenants and not lost in the distribution process of the building, we also have an improvement of the energy efficiency. So, which are the conclusions of this step? So we have a next step of this study. So this is the focus of our study. We have social houses with low incomes, which means that are cold or with energy poverty. So Alokavide, which is a social housing public manager of the Basque Country, will take the lead in this situation and offer and guaranteeing a minimum of 18 degrees in each of these dwellings. So no homes will be under 18 degrees, so we will somehow end with energy poverty. There will be a significant increasement of energy consumption and also an improvement of energy performance because now the energy is being used by the tenants and not lost at the installation and the heating and domestic hot water installation. So the future next step of this study is that this project is already being implemented in the building that we previously see. So we are monitoring the indoor temperatures and energy consumption of the building with these measures, and we will be able to calculate the real economic cost of these measures. So we will have our first results in summer of this year. So, thank you very much for your attention. If you need any further information, please do not hesitate to contact us at this email here, which is the contact of the Laboratory of the Quality Control in Buildings of the Basque Country and the United Research Group. Thank you very much to everyone.